Senior Moments, sponsored by the Empowering Seniors Group on News Talk KVNU, 102 FM and 610 AM.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Senior Moment Show. My name is Bryce Patton, here with the chipper, Sid Roeder. How are you this morning?
Wow, chipper.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely
I can see.
chipper. Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Picking on me again.
No, chipper is a really good thing, especially this early in the morning on a Saturday.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
great.
wonderful. Well, we have a couple wonderful guests with us, but before we get into that, would you mind telling us about our sponsor?
Of course. It's my favorite thing. Our sponsor is the Empowering Seniors Group, which our guest is a member of, so I'm extra excited. And the Empowering Seniors Group is a group of professionals that have dedicated their time and effort to provide information for seniors, their family members, caretakers, and all those wonderful people that listen to us every Saturday morning. If you'd like to learn more about the Empowering Seniors Group, you can do so online at empoweringseniors.info, or you can email us at empoweringseniors.cv@gmail.com, and the CV stands for Cache Valley. And lastly, if you have any suggestions for this show, anyone you would like to see us invite, you can reach me personally at 435-512-6406.
That's excellent. Have you got any phone calls lately?
No, it's really quiet out there lately.
Oh, well, there's a call to action, everyone. If you have anything, give Sid a call. Just not be at like 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Do it during the day.
Daytime, please.
That'd be great. Well, excellent. Okay, so we have a couple wonderful guests with us they're like me and very passionate about seniors and making sure that they're able to age happily and with dignity. And so we have Debbie Sparks from the Americorps Seniors Program, and J.C. Harrison from Bragg as a case manager. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you.
Debbie, let's start with you a little bit. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and kind of what your role is with the Americorps Senior Program?
Sure, I'm happy to. Thanks for having me here today. I appreciate it. I am passionate about seniors because I am a senior myself. So the things that I see in the community that have to do with seniors are personal to me. Maybe 20 years ago, I wouldn't have felt quite as passionate about this program as I do today. So I feel blessed that I had the opportunity to have this as a second career for myself. Like I said, my name is Debbie Sparks, and I work for You Serve Utah, which is a state of Utah department. It's the Governor's Commission on Volunteerism and Service, and I am the coordinator for Cache, Box Elder, and Rich County for the Americorps Senior Companion Program. Our volunteers offer friendship and independent living to older adults in our community. What do? We have two things that we do. We recruit volunteers, which I think is a big thing in our community because seniors need something to do, something to make them feel valued. And so we recruit for volunteers, and I can give more information about that later. And then we also rely on a lot of referrals from our community. So we get referrals from Bragg, we get referrals from the senior center, we get referrals from the hospitals, from home health facilities, from just interested and concerned neighbors that might have a elderly person that lives in their community who never leaves their home and is lonely and just needs a friend. So those are the two people that we're looking for today, and hopefully by the end of this program, you'll know a little bit more about my program, the one that I'm helping to run for the state, and know how you can help with volunteers.
Well, you just ramped yourself up, though, for the question that has to be asked, and that is, so if I have a neighbor and I realize they're lonely and I'd like to get them some help, what's a good phone number to reach you, Debbie?
Okay, well, here it comes. My direct phone number is 435-512-3770. And Sid, what I do is when I get those referrals, you can call me directly, or you can email me at dksparks, SPARKS, @utah.gov. You can send just a name and a phone number, and I'm happy to reach out to that person. What I do is when I get those referrals is I go out and visit the person in their home. So I actually go and sit with them, talk to them, find out what their needs are. Maybe give them a little bit of structure of, I'm not here for a home health aide. I'm not going to help you, do any of that. I'm here as your companion, your friend. We do things together. We talk. I can fill up some hours in your day where you're here alone. That's what our job is for. And And so that's kind of what we do.
That's fantastic. I mean, that's one of those big things I get to see at work quite a bit is people, as they age, they don't get out as much and they get lonely and the depression sets in. Have you seen a big change in some of your clients through this program? And do you want to share any of those stories?
Yeah, for sure. Well, not only our clients, but our volunteers. It really changes their lives. So I have a gentleman who is 94 years old. He's visually and hearing impaired. And so when I went to visit him for the first time, I was referred to him by a home health agency. And I went to see him, and he couldn't hear me very well. My husband says I don't talk deep enough. But I had to really talk loudly for him to be able to hear me. And he also couldn't see me very well. And so he loves to read, but in the last 10 years of his life, he wasn't able to be able to read. Even with glasses, he wasn't able to read. And he wasn't able to listen to the radio or anything else. But we had a volunteer go in, and this volunteer has a deep voice, so this client could hear him. He would read to him and read to him, and any book he wanted to read, he would read to him. And he felt that he made a real connection with this client, and the client felt valued, and that someone was going to come to his house 3 times a week and read to him, which is a big deal. So that's one. I've got other stories, but that's one that's really touched my heart. It makes a big difference in people's lives.
That's wonderful. So maybe really quick before we get into our first break, what are some of the requirements for the volunteers that you're looking for?
Thanks for asking that. They have to be over 55. They have to be able to drive, so they have to have a driver's license and insurance, and they have to be able to pass a background check. And there is an income requirement. They have to make less than $30,000 a year, so it is for low-income seniors. So those are the requirements we ask up front, and then we move on to give them training. We train them for 20 hours, and then they're ready to go out and meet with clients.
That is perfect. We are coming up on our first break. We'll be sure when we come back to also again mention the phone number for Debbie for either people trying to contact to get some companionship for a senior, or also to sign up as a volunteer and go through the training. This is the Senior Moment Show. Again, our sponsor is the Empowering Seniors Group. If you'd like to find out more about the Empowering Seniors, you can do so online at empoweringseniors.info, or you can email us at empoweringseniorscv@gmail.com, and the CV stands for Cache Valley. We're at the first break. Stay tuned. The Senior Moment Show is going to be right back.
Hi, this is Tyler. Recently, my father passed away, and White Pine provided the funeral services for our family. They were friendly, thoughtful, and attentive to every detail. It isn't often that a loved one passes away, so it was very important to my family that everything be handled just right. Because my dad was loved by so many people, we had a lot of family and friends that traveled from out of town. I really appreciate how White Pine Funeral Services made sure everyone was comfortable and that the focus was where it needed to be, on my dad and my family. They really took care of us during this tender time.
White Pine Funeral Services, here when you need us most.
Picture this. Your family's locked in court, fighting over your home and your assets because there was no plan. Don't let probate decide your future. I'm attorney Justin Wall with Wall Estate Solutions. Stay in control with wills, trusts, and smart planning that keeps your family out of court and your wishes protected. Get peace of mind today. Visit wallestate.law or call 435-294-0346. That's 435-294-0346. Your legacy, your plan.
Need a helping hand? The Bear River Association of Governments, also known as BRAG, is here for you.
They assist seniors with in-home services, provide utility bill relief through the HEAT program, and offer rental assistance to keep you housed.
Need help with tax prep? Their experts ensure you get the refund you deserve. And for veterans, they're here to connect you with the benefits you've earned.
BRAG is your local resource for a stronger today and a more secure future. Call today or visit brag.utah.gov.
Did you know 1 in 3 people will visit a nursing home? Did you know that once there, they will stay there for an average of 3 years? Did you also know there are insurance options that can help cover this experience? Hi, I'm Tracy Ferris with Blue Water Health Insurance. It's not cheap to stay in a full-fledged nursing home. Long-term care insurance can help you or a loved one get the care they need and deserve. If you wait until you need it, you may be too late. Give me a call at 435-890-8155.
Getting around your home should be easy and safe. At RT Med Mobile, they provide wheelchairs, stair lifts, ramps, and electric lift chairs to help seniors maintain independence and comfort. Their friendly team offers free in-home consultations to find the perfect solution for you or your loved one. Locally owned and here to help. Call 435-260-6171 today. RT Med Mobile, because your mobility matters.
And welcome back to the Senior Moment Show. My name is Bryce Patton here with Sid Roeder, and we've been talking with Debbie Sparks and JC Harrison about volunteering and different things. And Debbie, you are talking about your program and how people can come volunteer, but there is a stipend and some other benefits that go along with that. Do you want to tell us a little more about what benefits there are to volunteering for your program?
Absolutely. I did leave out about the stipend. That's really important because for our low-income seniors that are applying for this program, they get a $4 an hour stipend plus mileage reimbursement. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot, but they can volunteer up to 40 hours a week, and none of that money is taxable, and none of it counts against their benefits. So a lot of our volunteers, because of their low income, are in subsidized housing. They are in low-income housing, and they're on Medicaid, and they're on SNAP, they're on government benefits. This money doesn't affect any of that. So they can still apply for those programs, they can still be eligible, but this money just gives them a little cushion because imagine I have a volunteer whose housing continues to go up, but their Social Security stays pretty much the same, right? So this money, she depends on every month to help her to make her bills because her electricity is going up, her heat's going up, her pad rent goes up, whatever that is, but her main income, her Social Security, stays the same. So that stipend that we give her really helps her to just give her a little bit extra every month. So for her, it's really a great thing. And then also she's so emotionally connected to these clients that she works with. She was going to move and decided not to move because she didn't want to leave her clients. And the clients just depend on her. They come, they shop together, they sit and visit together, they write letters together, they read together. So it really impacts our volunteers as well as the clients. It's a two-way street with these elderly people, and it really brings a lot of value to their life.
That is wonderful. Thank you so much, Debbie. But before we move on and talk to JC, let's make sure, Debbie, that we have your phone number one more time in case someone would like to volunteer or need some help.
Again, my name is Debbie Sparks. My phone number is 435-512-3770.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you for that. Now let's move over to JC. Now, you have a program. If you want to, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself, but then you also have another volunteer program we want to touch on today. So if somebody doesn't fit the criteria for Debbie's program, they might fit for yours.
Yeah, perfect. My name's JC Harrison. I'm a case manager at BRAG in the Area Agency on Aging. And so I help run some of the programs. I do some caregiver outreach. And I also recently finished my training to become a long-term care ombudsman, which is where we are hoping to recruit some volunteers. So the long-term care ombudsman program is a third-party state-run program that goes into nursing homes and assisted livings, and we advocate for the residents' rights. So the people that live in those facilities, make sure that they're getting treated fairly and kindly. That's their home, and so, we want them to feel comfortable and safe in their home. And so we go in and just chat with residents, make sure they know what they can have, what their rights are, and then we talk with staff or the, other people to help facilitate or make sure that those things are getting met.
So a quick question here. Do you go on regular visits then into these facilities, or are you someone people can call and say, I need help because something's going sideways here?
We do both. So, Yeah, we have routine visits where we'll just pop into any of the facilities in our area. We do cover the same as Debbie's program. We cover Box, Elder, Cache, and Rich counties. So any of the facilities in those 3 areas, we will try and visit regularly, where we might just catch residents and they can talk to us about the issues they're having. But they're also welcome to call the Ombudsman program and the Area Agency on Aging to talk with us and get those things.
So now, if there's someone in one of these facilities, do they have to sign up with you, or if they go into that facility, they're already under the Ombudsman watch?
Yep, they're under our jurisdiction, I guess. So they can call. And the nice thing about the Ombudsman program, it doesn't all have to be from the residents. So if family members go in to visit a loved one and they have concerns, they can give us a call. The staff, if they have concerns that they don't feel are getting taken care of, if they bring it up, they can call us. Just a community member in there to volunteer or do their thing, we will take the complaints or, those notices and go and check on things for them. So
that's great. Sounds like a worthwhile program to assist seniors in their well-being. JC, what you were talking about, you are looking for volunteers there. So what are some of the requirements?
Yes. So for our Ombudsman program, for our volunteers, the biggest thing is going to be a time requirement. To be trained as an ombudsman, it does take quite a bit of time. We have to have a background check. And then there is some online self-paced training. It takes about 12 to 15 hours to do that portion of it. And then there is 8 weeks of online virtual training with our state ombudsman that lasts about 2 to 3 hours each week. After we've done that, then you also have 16 hours of shadowing with myself or our other ombudsman, Chad. And so it just is a big time commitment to get started. But once you have everything under your belt, then you can run free and go to any of the facilities and be helpful on your own that way. And so ideally we are looking for someone that is committed to at least a year, just because the training process can take so long. And after they do get trained, if they can be willing to do about 5 to 6 hours per month. So
that was going to be my next question. So 5 to 6 hours a month is the minimum that somebody needs to put in time-wise there. Okay.
Ideally, yep. So, about 1 hour a week, and you could just go to one facility a week, or, if there's a specific facility or area that you enjoy or you're already, maybe have connections with or those kinds of things, then you could maybe just be at that one facility. So we're really flexible. This is new for us. We'll, it'll all change, and we'll do the best with whoever we can get.
Perfect. We're already on our second break here in a second. And when we come back, we'll make sure to have JC's phone number out there in case you do feel the call to look into becoming a volunteer ombudsman there. This is the Senior Moment Show. We're going to take a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Are you tired of feeling unwell and not knowing why? At Next Level Health and Wellness, we hear you. We specialize in uncovering the root causes of your discomfort, whether it's gut health, hormone imbalances, or emotional and mental blocks. With personalized plans, advanced lab testing, and evidence-based holistic nutrition practices, we guide you toward lasting health and wholeness. Awaken your healing potential with a team that listens, understands, and supports you wherever you are. Visit nextlevelhw.com to start your journey to feeling better today.
You have a lot of options when it comes to buying or selling a home. Do you list it online, sell it yourself, or do you have a realtor help? It's a major financial and emotional decision. A realtor is the liaison between buyers and sellers and really helps you navigate complex contracts, deadlines, and disclosures.
Hi, this is Sid Roeder with Achievement Realty. I work for you to get the best outcome for your situation. Let me earn your trust with a free consultation and a free market analysis. Call me today at 512-6406. Then list it, sell it, and move on.
Need a helping hand? The Bear River Association of Governments, also known as BRAG, is here for you.
They assist seniors with in-home services, provide utility bill relief through the HEAT program, and offer rental assistance to keep you housed.
Need help with tax prep? Their experts ensure you get the refund you deserve. And for veterans, they're here to connect you with the benefits you've earned.
Bragg is your local resource for a stronger today and a more secure future. Call today or visit bragg.utah.gov.
It's tough knowing how to care for an aging parent. Mom has always been there for me, but now I need to be there for her. When we found out she needed surgery, I wondered how I could attend to her needs and still be mom to my kids. I was so relieved to learn about transitional rehab at Maple Springs in North Logan. From the nurses to the physical therapists, it was like their whole staff was focused on helping Mom get better. Maple Springs in North Logan was an answer to my prayers.
Learn more at maplespringsnorthlogan.com or call 753-9400.
This is Oliver with Cache Valley Pharmacy. We're working with Cache Valley's own Focus Pharmacology and cachemedical.org to help you lose weight the right way with supplements that support your weight loss journey and easy telehealth appointments from the comfort of your own home. When you think weight loss, think Cache Valley Pharmacy, your partner for a healthier, more confident you. Visit us at cachevalleypharmacy.com or go to cachemedical.org to start your weight loss journey today.
Hi, this is Bruce with Comfort Care. One of the ways we help loved ones stay in their home is by assisting with daily tasks. These may include bathing, meal preparation, medication reminders, and housekeeping. We even help with shopping, transportation, and errands. Most of all, we offer a trusted level of care. Let us help you live your best life possible with Comfort Care. This is Bruce, and you can call me at 754-7676. Comfort Care, 754-7676.
And welcome back to the Senior Moment Show. My name is Bryce Patton here with Sid Roeder, and we've been talking with Debbie Sparks and J.C. Harrison about volunteering and how to help out some of our aging population. And JC, you were telling us about the Ombudsman program, and if anyone wants to either volunteer or might have a loved one that needs to be checked in on in a facility, what's a good number for you for them to be able to reach out to?
Yeah, our main Ombudsman phone number is 435-713-1464. And that goes to our main Ombudsman, Chad. You also can give me a call, 435-713-1495. Both of us would be happy to help or talk about volunteering.
Wonderful. And during the break, we were talking a little bit about some of the stories that maybe happen in that aspect of life. And there was a story about some chocolate cake.
Yes. So this is a really great example that we share in the Ombudsman program about like what kinds of complaints or things might an ombudsman help out with. And this might be kind of a silly one, but it is a good example. So if a resident comes in and they might have some dietary restrictions where they shouldn't be eating chocolate cake, they have diabetes, their doctor doesn't really want them to, their daughter maybe doesn't really want them to, but they want that chocolate cake just like everybody else, they can make a complaint and, you know, the facility might push back. And then the ombudsman comes in and says, hey, how's it going? You know, how have things been for you at this facility? And they say, I want this dang chocolate cake. And nobody will give it to me. So the ombudsman can help advocate for their right to have chocolate cake if they are of sound mind and, you know, they don't have some of those memory issues or those kinds of things. We can advocate for them at the facility to make sure they get their chocolate cake.
Is that what happens quite a bit as you kind of come in and there might be some miscommunication between maybe the family and the facility and you guys can come mitigate that? Is that a lot of what happens?
For sure, yes. So I would say that is a big thing. Like there's maybe just some miscommunication or the resident might not feel comfortable talking to some of the facility staff about their concerns. So we can help just be that middleman of, you know, talking to the staff for them or requesting like a care plan meeting where everyone can meet together and kind of air all the grievances at once and then help make sure things are written down and that all the staff know what's going on moving forward. So
I think that's great because oftentimes, and I've got a daughter that worked as a CNA for a hot second, and I heard some of those stories. And I think oftentimes it's maybe just being able to look at things from a different perspective, as you said, looking at it from the facility's perspective, maybe the CNA's nurses or the client that lives there.
Yep. And obviously all the facilities have their regulations and things that we have to work around and work with as well. So We just try to make everybody happy, meet in the middle, and make sure that the residents are happy and safe and that their rights are being respected in that facility.
Yeah, so you were talking about you're looking for volunteers to be able to go in and do that. How many volunteers do you feel like that you're looking for?
We would take as many as we could get, but we probably would love to start with 2 or 3 for right now, just to kind of get things rolling. Obviously, like I said, the volunteering with the Ombudsman program in this area is kind of new, so we've got to figure it out on our end as well. But if you're interested and you have the time, we would love to have you.
Is there an age limit? I know with Debbie's program earlier, she was talking about they had to be 55 and older. Yes. And so is there a limit for you on your thing?
I believe you just have to be over 18. So we'd love to have college students. If you're a stay-at-home mom and want something to do for a couple hours every week, anything, we'd be happy to take anybody.
And I'm a little bit curious about the training that you mentioned that is quite intensive. I guess you probably also do case scenarios in there so people know how to approach things properly.
Yes, so the training is very extensive. We do lots of case scenarios. And then, like I said, we also have the 16 hours of shadowing with an already trained ombudsman. So that definitely helps let you see the real world experiences and kind of get your feel for what it's like in a facility.
And are you there to support afterwards as well? If they have any questions,
of course,
I just got this situation.
Yeah.
What do I do? They can call you or Chad.
Yep. So definitely once you are a volunteer, it definitely will not be like, okay, well, you're on your own. Good luck. We will have frequent check-ins. Make sure you're doing good. If you have concerns or things, then you can always bring them and we can staff it together. And some of the other ombudsmen can help step in as needed. So we want you to feel comfortable and make sure you are enjoying what you're doing as well.
Great, JC. We are sadly coming up to the end of our show, so let's not miss to have those phone numbers again. JC, what's the phone number if you want to become an ombudsman?
Yes, so 435-713-1464 or 435-713-1495.
Perfect. And Debbie, I'm going to give you another chance too. That was for the companion program. What's the best number to reach out there?
It's my phone number, Debbie Sparks, 435-512-3770.
Thank you. Thank you both for coming in and sharing those wonderful programs with our listeners. This is the Senior Moment Show. Again, we are sponsored by the Empowering Seniors Group. If you'd like to learn more, you can do so online at empoweringseniors.info. And we hope you tune in again next week.